Happy Halloween, everybody! Today I would like to talk about a Disney Channel original movie, Halloweentown. The story goes that the main character Marty's grandmother, Grandma Aggie, was this princess who was from this magical dimension a long time ago. The main conflict is pretty basic. Marty wants to go out on Halloween and her mother says no. The magic system is a soft system. The grandmother visits her daughter and grandchildren every Halloween because apparently that is the only time the portal linking the two worlds is open. And you have to go back by 12 midnight, which is crazy, but whatever. I like how Aggie describes the monsters in Halloweentown to the children, saying that you can't judge anybody based on appearance. If you don't go back, you have to wait until the next Halloween. Some sort of Cinderella thing. When Molly sees her leaving to get on the bus home, which is an orange magic school bus, she sneaks onto the bus after overhearing her mother's and grandmother's conversation. They meet the villain of the story, which is a twist villain, done right for once. And surprise, surprise, he has a thing for our hero's mother. Once they were reunited with their grandmother at her house, they discover she is working on a brew. They didn't establish anything from the sequels, like the fact that Aggie, I don't know, lived in a castle before she moved into her house. They could have at least done some basic world building. But I like the incorporation of Muggle technology like the microwave that uses the famous line from Hamlet, "Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble." But they haven't worked out interdimensional communication. What gives? You would think interdimensional communication is more important than a magical microwave. After they decide to get the ingredients in town, she explains that it was easier to make a new dimension than living in the moral world. Really? I'm sorry, but that is wrong and terrible logic. Haven't they heard that separate can never be equal? The main villain of the movie is a warlord who wants to take over the mortal world and be equal to the mortals, which personally I could get behind. The logic of doesn't make sense, because how long were they in their grandmother's house? 30 minutes. Not 2 hours. But again, this is a Disney Channel original movie, so the plot isn't that well thought out. I mean, the wants versus needs is terrible. And the arguments are so forced it is ridiculous. But then again, we are talking about a made-for-TV, low-budget movie that the parents turn on to shut children up. Sorry, but it's true. And how could Gwen hear or follow politics in Halloweentown when she lives in another dimension? The villain is stupid. Another question I have is how many times does the bus make a trip a night? We know of 3 already. Finally, we discover that the villain is petrifying the citizens of Halloweentown. And after the adults are petrified, they go on a scavenger hunt just to show more of the town. Okay, this is stupid. If the mix for the witch's brew is in a package that I assume is sold in a grocery store, wouldn't the ingredients also be sold in a grocery store? The unnecessary hunt is so stupid. Why is a vampire's fang part of the recipe for the brew? It is not like you could get the fangs from anywhere. And I'm sure that there were some sort of laws against revising vampires' fangs. And why did they take the talisman to the movie theater first? They should know that the talisman should be put in the jack-o'-lantern from the beginning. Or at least Marty should know because she has diabetes. I mean, she made the jack-o'-lantern and the plaster is in the future. I don't know. The climax of the movie is just as backwards as the rest of the movie. Everybody who was petrified wakes up. The villain is defeated by the Cromwell family, and the grandmother decides to move with her daughter and grandchildren. The movie ends with the bus flying again, with no explanation. By the way, they have school that next morning. How lovely. Yay, I don't think the teachers would buy the story that 3 children spent the night running around the magical dimension trying to save it. This movie's characters, setting, and plot are not well thought out. I think Disney could do better. This is my second review of a Disney Channel original movie, and quite frankly the C-team at Disney sucks. What? They made 3 more. Isn't 1 enough? Like this video, commit and squib. And believe me, just watch Hocus Pocus. It's far better.